beat him in the NCAA tournament. He then moved on to Providence, where he didn't have much success at all. And then he is now here at Central Michigan. So those are your starting lineups here today, and we are good to go.
I don't envy you the having to distinguish between Simmons, Simons, and you throw Braylon Rayson in there and Rayshon. I mean, it's.
We're all tested, aren't we?
Yeah. I'll go by numbers occasionally, and I'm sure I'll get some wrong.
Hilltoppers get the opening tip. We're good to go. Pizza Hut's a proud sponsor of WKU Athletics. For a limited time, get any 2 medium pizzas you want with any quality toppings. And here comes McNeil and the Hilltoppers. He'll work it in front court from right to left, down the pass to Cosby on the left side. Central Michigan opening up in a man-to-man. I thought Drake turned the game around yesterday when he went zone.
Yep.
Edmond deep in the right corner,
I'm not
out
sure
front
they're
to Cosby.
not in a zone. Nobody's cut through the lane yet, so we can see.
Johnson, a key jumper, rimming in and out, pulled down by Rayson. Rayson's a 5'9" sophomore from Dallas, and here come the Chippewas. Simon's a great shooter, gives it out in front to Simmons. Simmons now back to Simon. Johnson draws that assignment. Making the catch on the left wing is Stewart. DeMeyer out front to center. Now gets Simons right at a key. Over to Simmons on the right. Here's Rayson with a catch out front against Cosby. Now to Simons in the middle. Central Michigan, great ball movement. They move it from left to right. Out top of the key, Simons, half court now to Simmons. 5 on the shot clock, 1 minute going by. Rising, firing a long 3. It's off to the right, no good. Cosby battles for the rebound and gets it on the baseline. Here's Aaron Cosby, the senior from Louisville, across the timeline for WKU. Edmond throws the ball deep in the corner to McNeil. Back to Edmond, top of the key. Central Michigan in the zone. McNeil down low to Johnson, went right by his man, and two-hand slam dunked it. It's 2-0 Tops.
And Simons was on the weak side, and he did not react to Johnson getting the ball in the opposite block. Johnson went to the bucket for the dunk, unimpeded.
Here is Rayson with a left-handed flip shot on a run. It's no good. It's on the floor, and Waters rebounds for the Hilltoppers down to McNeil. McNeil flying front court, baseball pass to Johnson. Good catch on the left baseline. He fires it in traffic. Caught in by Edmond. It's blocked. It goes out of bounds off of Simmons. And the Hilltoppers will keep possession.
Just a good opportunity for transition bucket right there. Fred just couldn't handle the ball inside.
Out of bounds to WKU, 18:23 to go. First half just getting started. A Johnson dunk has given the Hilltoppers a 2-0 lead. He's posting up inside. McNeil couldn't get it to him. Deep in the corner to Cosby on the inbounds pass with 18 on the shot clock. In between the circles of Edmond, left side McNeil. Down a low to Waters. They double team him. Back to McNeil. One dribble over now on the right to Cosby. Bouncing it softly. Down a low to Johnson. Johnson double teamed. Jump pass. Threw it wildly cross court, and Rayson picks it off. So here comes Rayson for Central Michigan as he's racing front court.
Waters didn't help him much. Johnson was boxed up on the double team, and Waters stayed on the opposite wing, didn't get in the paint.
Here's Stewart driving into the paint. The shot was blocked out of bounds by Edmond as he took it to the front of the rim, and Edmond from behind blocked it out of bounds. Chippewas will have it back with 18 seconds on the shot clock. We play 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
Got to be aware on the court when your teammate's covered up in a double team. You can't stand and think, boy, tough luck for him. You got to show yourself and give him an opportunity to get the ball out of there. Oh, that's a bailout call right there.
Foul on the Hilltoppers.
It's on Aaron Cosby underneath the basket.
So Cosby picks up the personal foul.
Braylon Rayson was way underneath the basket and just tried to get the ball up on the glass somehow, and Cosby whistled for the foul. Didn't see much contact.
Here is Rayson to shoot 2 free throws. First one's off to the left, no good. Central Michigan is a team that loves to shoot 3-pointers. Usually teams that shoot a bunch of threes don't really shoot a lot of free throws. And Rayson hits a second one, so it's now 2-1. Central Michigan on the board and a whistle.
Shot clock did not start. Yeah, Central Michigan as a team coming into this game shoots 67% from the free throw line, slightly better than the Hilltoppers at 65% right now. So Tops need to do better at the line.
And in their loss last night, they were outshot considerably at the free throw line, which is
by 11.
Yeah, one of the reasons for their loss. Okay, here comes McNeil headed front court, and the Chippewas are, see if they're in a man or a zone. Edmond over on the right. Looks like a matchup zone. Man-to-man tendencies until the cutter goes through, and then they let him go through. They don't guard them on the cut. Johnson, top of the key. Left side, McNeil rising up for a wide open 3. No good off the front of the rim. He tracks it down the top of the key. Great hustle by McNeil. McNeil with his head up, coming hard to the hole. He dips that low to Waters. Waters with the layup. It's up and in, and a great feed from McNeil, who already has 2 first-half assists.
Well, that's a great hustle play by Chris McNeil.
Here's the ball knocked away. McNeil gets it front court, knocked away by Edmond. Chris down the middle, no look pass to Johnson, fumbled the ball on the way up, and it goes out of bounds to Central Michigan.
Oh, wow. It was a 4-on-1.
He just lost the ball on the way up. It was a tremendous pass. 17:05 to go now, first half. Hilltoppers up by 3 at 4-1. And the Chippewas make a change. Josh Kaczynski, who's primarily a three-point shooter, 2 years ago, every shot he took for the entire year was a three-pointer.
Well, he's only attempted one that wasn't this year. He's had 26 attempts, and 25 of them are from beyond the arc.
He redshirted last year. He was injured. Simmons has the ball between the circles. They're racing out at half court against Cosby. Works it to the right-handed dribble, too hard to the hole, puts it up and in on a scoop shot. Grayson's a quick guard, and he scored the first 3 points for the Chippewas. And WKU leads it 4-3 with 16:41 to play, first half. Here's some backcourt pressure by Central Michigan. McNeil has it backcourt over to the right side to Cosby. It creeps across the timeline. Now the ball's in the hands of McNeil. Johnson comes to the free throw line. McNeil lost the ball, got it back, almost turned it over. Edmond left side dribble into the paint, jump pass in the right corner for a Cosby jumper. Swish! And they need to get Cosby going.
Boy, they sure do. He is a good shooter. He's got great ability. I've seen him shoot a lot in the preseason. Didn't think he could miss. But some of that confidence is left, and see if he can, after sinking the first one, regain a little of that.
It's 7-3 tops. Racing left side Simmons, get on him. Three's in the air, off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, though, pulled down by Scott. Put back shot, no good. Edmond all over the glass to rebound for the Hilltoppers. Here's Frederick Edmond out of Lansing, Michigan. He'll go to the top of the key to the foul line. He's down the right wing with a dribble. He's guarded there by Racing. Comes baseline, goes in the corner to Cosby. Cosby to the foul line. Bounce pass cross court to McNeil. Oh, no look dropper. Down low to Johnson. Puts it up and in. How about that pass from McNeil?
It was snazzy, I tell you what. Wasn't intended to be snazzy, but he got the job done. He's cutting in and just a little kind of a backhanded pass to Johnson off the bounce.
3 first half assists for McNeil. Cross court, threw it away as Simmons drove the right lane, then tossed it into the left corner and went over the head of Racing, who was spotting up for the three-point shot. We're at a media break, just getting started here this afternoon. Good start for Western Kentucky University as they lead the Chippewas 9-3 with 15:27 remaining. This is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network.
Ball out of his hands. They turned into a pretzel, and the ball went out of bounds off of
Here comes Simmons hard to the hole up with reverse wave around the net. Really getting it done.
That's the fast break of the game. It's brought to you by Crossroads IGA, the convenient conversion store for those on the go. Fresh, fast, and convenient. That's Crossroads IGA. Having plenty of distance between his body and the shooter. That is his, well, only recorded first block. He's had at least two others.
foul. Johnson was saying yes, he was very brave. Called a foul. Johnson lays it in off the knee from Edwards.
Yeah, the Central Michigan coach kind of with a bewildered look on his face and Myers outraged. Where was that foul?
Not much of a foul there from Luke Meyer. Johnson will take it. Here's his free throw. It's short. Alvin Meyer will be coming to take advantage of that front court.
It's time for another edition of Northern School. The school are the Central Michigan Chippewas. With another graduate enrollment of 21,698 students and a total enrollment of
get a lot of those long shots. As you talked about, a lot of threes, so that's going to result oftentimes in those long rebounds. They will maintain possession to the alternate there on that tie-up. A good hustle by Duncan. Anstis and Neal diving on that ball to get it tied up to take a loose ball. So they'll get the next barrel. Waters finished with an emphatic dunk, and that is the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Guy's been in the booth.
They switched operators and this guy ain't even better. In the game.
Pulled the ball away before he went up with the shot and went out of bounds for the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers pulled off one of, one of only two of the last 13. Behind him this night, dribble drive into the left.
Hal back with you from our Bluegrass Cellular press row seat here at center court at the Gulf Coast Showcase. WKU winning by 13, 32-19. They're shooting threes a lot better than Central Michigan so far, Hal.
They are indeed.
Simon's missing a long jumper, but he's able to get his own rebound again. The Hilltoppers have not blocked out here recently on long shots. Simmons gets the ball back at half court against McNeil.
Best part of the three shooting is Cosby is 3 of 4 from long range, so it's nice to see him get his touch.
Simmons to the right, back to Simons. Three-pointer over Waters. Very short, pushing foul. And it's on WKU's Snipes.
That was another long rebound, too, and Chris Harrison-Dox, flat-footed, allowed the ball to get to Kaczynski. As a guard, knowing that you're playing a three-shooting team, you have got to box out just like the guys down there in the paint where all the blood and the mud and the beer is being spilled. They've got to get up there and get against them and make sure that those long ones don't come back to the guards.
Here's the inbounds pass low to Meyer for a hook shot. Low in the iron, and Ben Lawson rebounds for the Tops. Outlet pass comes to Dox.
Lawson's been good on the glass for the Toppers.
Here's Dox, low to Johnson. Baseline left. He's double teamed. Back to Dox. Fake the three, steps into the paint. Bounce pass into Edmond. Charging, firing it up to the right, and banked it off the glass. That was a tough shot from Frederick Edmond.
Set up by Chris Harrison-Dox. Penetration, a nice bounce pass to him.
The Hilltoppers have scored 10 in a row and now lead at 34-19 with 2:05 to go in the first half. Here's Kaczynski with the ball over on the right to Stewart. He'll go one-on-one against Edmond. Now to Simons. Back to Simmons, deep on the left side. He's to the foul line, behind the back dribble and Dox. He's in the paint to the right baseline. 8-footer, no good. Rebound Lawson. Here's the underhand pass to Dox. He's bumped in backcourt. There's no foul. Meyer ran up his back a little bit, and Dox goes to the top of the key to the foul line. He looks, and he goes over now on the right side to McNeil. And McNeil will run the show with 90 seconds left in the first half, and WKU leading by 15 over the Chippewas, 34-19.
Toppers have recorded 10 assists on their 14 made baskets.
Johnson low, powers up with left hand and in from the feed from Edmond. And now it's 12 in a row for WKU, and they lead at 36-19, and Johnson has scored 8. Simon slows it down, walks it across the timeline. Basically, Central Michigan's offense this game has been to spread it out and either get to the rim or shoot a three.
Yeah, they rely, we've talked about a lot, all of them shoot threes, and they spot up on the perimeter and just try to draw some defense into the paint and then rely on the kickouts.
Blocking foul on Ben Lawson on the baseline on Meyer, who was trying to drive it in from the baseline and get to the bucket. Hilltoppers, Central Michigan dead even on the boards. WKU has 10 assists and just 4 turnovers. That's tremendous.
Toppers had 10 fast break points, which is somewhat uncharacteristic. They've been a little sluggish getting the ball down the court, but this afternoon has not been the case.
At the next time you have a business and you're ready to expand your business or just want to start a business on rock solid ground, give JB Caneberg Consulting a call for all of your Cisco Superior products. They are IP everything. Looks as if the shot clock didn't start upon the inbounds pass, so they'll go over and look at that. Western Kentucky University with 1:03 to go, now up by 17 points. And the final minute will be brought to you by Minute Mart for everyone living life from the go. Chippewas have it back with 1 minute to go, and the shot clock's at 25. Simons to Simmons over on the left side. Hands it back to Simons. Simons a 6'4 guard, Simmons a 6'8 forward. Simmons at the top of the key, back to Simons. He faked the three. He's been cold so far. Baseline pass comes to Stewart, dared by the Hilltopper defender Frederick Edmond, and he missed the shot. Rebounded by Justin Johnson. McNeil now has the ball in his hands with 38 seconds to go, and the shot clock's at 27. 36-19, WKU has scored 12 in a row. Dox in the left corner in front court. Lobs it baseline left to Johnson against Simmons. Left to the key to Dox. Gets into the paint, coming down. Cross court to Edmond in the corner for a jump shot. It is low in the iron. It's out of bounds to Central Michigan.
Central Michigan has gone over 5, almost 6 minutes without a score. The Scott dunk on that alley-oop in front of the rim was the last time they've gotten into the nets at all.
It was 24-19. Actually 24-17 with 7:53 to go, and then after the media timeout, the dunk made it 24-19, and the Central Michigan hasn't scored since. Chippewas will hold for a shot. The last shot as Rayshawn Simmons walks at front court, the 6'4" guard out of St. Louis. Averaged 9 a game a year ago. And he slows it down. He had 30 in the opener. He's averaging 20. He spins and goes behind him to Simons. Dribbles it to the foul line. He's in the paint. Waters shut him down nicely. Here's Simmons with the ball in the lane, and Waters blocked the shot as the first half ends. Good paint defense from WKU in the first half against Central Michigan. When they got in there, they were stopped.
And Simmons got in the paint, and as he was pivoting to toss it around, McNeil almost intercepted that pass out, but it turned into a real
Half court with a lead of 17, 36-19. They scored the final 12 points in the first half. Johnson's pass back on the wing is tipped. Cosby retrieves it back to Johnson on the right baseline. Shovels the pass through a double team to Edmond on the other side of the lane, and he laid it in. How about that pass from Johnson?
Well, that was great. That Hilltoppers just had attack mode all over them that time. They got the ball in close, got it done.
11 assists now for WKU tonight, and Edmond has scored 9 points. A lead at 19, 38-19. Here's Simmons deep on the left side against McNeil. Gets a pick, goes to the free throw line, then hooks a pass inside. It's batted away by Waters. He gets it back and throws it to Racing for a three, and it's good. That is his second made three first made three in 2 tries, and 1 minute into it, WKU leading 38-22. They had scored 14 in a row dating back to the first half. Here's McNeil in half court to the left side. We haven't had a game in the tournament with a blowout like this, but still a long way to go. Every game has been decided by less than 3 points, with the exception of Pepperdine and Duquesne the first day, and it was much closer than this. Edmond into the paint with a dribble, rising for a hook shot. Swish! A driving right-handed hook shot from Edmond.
Yeah, the 6'11" Meyer got a hand up, and Edmond's still able to get that over his outstretched hands and in the strings.
40-22. Racing deep on the right side. The 5'9" guard launching a long three off his right shoulder. It's on line but short. McNeil tracks it down top of the key. He blows by Racing. He's got a man on his left. He goes in and dumps it to the man on his left, and Cosby rolls the layup up over the rim and in. It's now 42-22 Hilltoppers. Simmons in the corner to Stewart. Quickly front court. Central Michigan has the ball, and they will bring it back out top now. A 20-point WKU lead.
That was a fine attack, too, in transition there.
And another assist. 5 for McNeil. There's a three by Simmons. It's no good. It's rebounded under the rim, and it rolls into the corner, and Edmond tracks it down. And here comes Frederick Edmond to the top of the key to the free throw line in half court. Now spins backwards, and he'll give it to McNeil. 2.5 minutes gone by in the half. WKU's increased their lead over Central Michigan, the preseason favorites in the MAC conference, to 20. Cosby lobs it baseline right to Johnson. Hard to the hole. Edmond as he goes up for the shot. He's fouled. And another nice pass from Johnson.
Central Michigan looks just a step slow. I don't know if they are ambivalent at this point or just maybe a little bit tired, but that time Edmond just streaking down the lane, and great court vision by Justin Johnson, fires a pass over his shoulder, and Fred gets a chance for 2 but misses the first.
John Simons with the foul, his first. Keno Davis will take out his center, Luke Meyer, and they'll bring in a three-point shooter in Josh Kaczynski. Edmond hits that one, and Frederick Edmond has 5 of the Hilltoppers' 7 second-half points, and now it's a 43-22 WKU lead. Simons out front against Waters. Now to Kaczynski, over now to Racing. Racing will dribble back out near half court against Cosby's man-on-man defense. The Hilltoppers haven't played a lick of zone. Simons had his three-pointer cut off by Waters. Good defense on the perimeter by Waters. To the hole with Simmons. His shot was blocked by Waters, but a bumping foul down low on McNeil with 17:02 to go. We have an interesting officiating trio here today, Hal.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened before, but it's a father and son tandem, Joe and J.B. DeRosa. Joe, the senior, was talking to him. He said the first officiating clinic he ever went to was in Diddle Arena in 1985. He and his family lived in Paducah at the time, but J.B., the younger of the two, said that he was officiating Division I women's basketball while he was a student at Ohio State. So he's been in the game a while. This is his, I think he said, 2nd or 3rd year in Division I men's basketball, but he's a fine official.
Simons hits 1 of 2. Central Michigan pressures, and Edmond broke the press. He was up for the shot inside, and it was blocked by Simmons. Here's Simons now to the hole on the right side, and he lays it in. 7 for Simons, 43-25. Central Michigan now heating up the press. They're double teamed in backcourt. They give it to Cosby. Here's Cosby, front court, right side to Edmond. Baseline pass to Johnson. Laid it up. It's good. He's fouled. It counts. Good feet from Edmond.
Simons thought he had the block too, but he got some forearm there on Justin Johnson. Justin with a really nice under the basket left-handed shot. He gets a chance to complete the 3 here and stretch this lead.
Johnson has 12. He's missed his only free throw. He'll eye it, he'll fly it, and he hits that one. So Justin Johnson, who had 15 yesterday, has 13 in this one. And with 16:36 to go in the second half, the Hilltoppers have increased their lead to 20 at 45-25. Simons to Simmons, left side Rayson in the corner to Stewart. He faked the three, rolls it to his right. He stops, he goes cross court to Kaczynski, now to Simons, and now to Rayson. Here's Rayson to the free throw line. Now they switch to center Waters on the point guard Rayson. Rayson shoots a 15-footer over him. He missed it. Long rebound to Kaczynski. 16-footer. He actually shot a two-pointer, not a three. He hardly ever shoots a two, and he made it.
Well, he only shot that one because he caught it there, and nobody was on him.
Waters had it taken away on the baseline by Kaczynski. Here come the Chippewas. Cross court to Simons. Gives up a three. Goes in a corner for a Rayson three, and it's perfect. Now, with the way they shoot threes, they can get back in it. It's now 46-30. The Hilltopper lead is at 16.
A couple fresh Hilltoppers coming, 3 fresh Hilltoppers coming to the table.
McNeil to the top of the key, into the lane, to the right block, hit on the arm, put it up, no good, at a foul. Then Stewart accidentally steps on him, and they both fall over the baseline. We have a media break. It's 46-30. WKU by 16 with 15:32 to play in the second half here at the Gulf Coast Showcase. It will step away. This is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. Insurance can live for your family. Call State Farm agent David Graves in Bowling Green, Kentucky, 270-782-1005, and put the life back in life insurance. And the free throw line is Chris McNeil. And McNeil drops in the first one. It's only his first point. However, he has a bundle of assists today. It's 47-30. McNeil hits that one. And now the Hilltopper lead is at 18. It's 48-30. We played 4.5 minutes of the second half. Simmons to the right baseline. Ben Lawson blocked his third shot of the day, and it goes out of bounds. Ben, as Hal pointed out at halftime, tied a career high in the first half with 8 rebounds. And now he has 3 block shots. More importantly, only a couple of fouls. Pass comes out deep, and Corey Redmond checks into the game for the first time for Central Michigan. He's a 6'6" freshman. Racing up over Lawson. Lawson intimidated him. He missed the shot, and Ben with the rebound.
His career high now at 9.
Ben is making a difference here this afternoon. Here's McNeil with a crouching dribble with the left hand on the left wing. They let him shoot a 3, and he misses it short. Ben Lawson with the rebounds. He's tied up. Now he gets back on the wing to McNeil. McNeil low to Snipes, caught it and let it in. How about that pass from Chris McNeil? Cross court, thread of the needle, and Nigel laid it in.
6th assist for Chris McNeil.
50-30, 20-point lead. Top of the key 3 by Redmond, who just checked in, and he drops it in. Corey Redmond. It's 50-33. Hilltoppers by 17. Backward pressure on McNeil as he walks it across the timeline. They come to double team him. Redmond now has taken 2 threes this year and made them both. He rarely plays. McNeil at the top of the key with 14:30 to play. He works it now over in the right wing, looking low for Snipes. Racing at 5'9", playing Snipes inside. Doc shoots a 3 at the top of the key, and he perfect. That is his second 3.
That was over Kaczynski, who came out and tried to get a hand up on him, but Chris drilled that one, barely moved the net.
20-point Tops lead, 53-33, 14-11 to go. Simmons hard to the hole on McNeil. Cross-court pass batted by Snipes, tipped by Docks, retrieved on the baseline by Central Michigan, and they got racing out front for three over Docks, and it's off to the right and short. It's tipped to Kaczynski. Kaczynski now to Simmons on the right side. He's into the hole to Simons, top of the key, lets it fly. On the rim and off, he was wide open, but once again it's punched back out to Racing. Here's Kaczynski for a three.
4 for $1.
Good.
Finally, Kaczynski nails one from a good step beyond the arc that time.
The only thing the Hilltoppers haven't done well today is block out perimeter shooters. They have given up 6 or 8 rebounds off missed threes.
Well, like in baseball, pitchers don't consider themselves hitters. In basketball, guards often don't consider themselves rebounders, but they very much have to be, especially, as we mentioned earlier, when you're facing a team like this that are prone to give off those long rebounds.
Cosby just missed a top-of-the-key three. Line drived it off the iron, and it checks out. Marlon Hunter was going to come in prior to that missed shot. Aaron has hit 3 threes today. 13:26 to go. Here come the Chippewas. They're trying to get back in it. The Hilltoppers scored the last 12 points in the first half to lead by 17 at halftime. Racing to the right on Hunter. Hunter stopped him. Great defense from Hunter. Hands it to Kaczynski for a three over Docks. It's long. It's rebounded inside by Hunter. Hunter had it tipped away in backcourt. It's on the floor. Hunter dives for it, and Hunter gets it and feeds it in backcourt to Docks. He dribbles by the fallen Kaczynski. He comes to the left baseline, barrels into the big man Scott, and Scott blocked the shot.
2 on 3, not a good choice.
Redmond with the ball, and Central Michigan running it now from right to left. It is Simmons left to the key. Goes cross court to Racing in the right corner for a three over Hunter. In and out, look good, didn't go. Rebounded now by McNeil. Speedy dribble coming front court, 1-on-1 against Simmons. To the hole, puts it up, no good, but a foul. Boy, is McNeil pushing it here this afternoon.
He is, and I like it. It's been a while since we've been able to talk about a point guard that is as confident at this age that you know, he just has all the confidence in the world. He's not deterred by anything. He's not intimidated by the best defender that he's seen on the opposite team. So he's doing a fine job. He's hit 4 or 5 of his free throws to start the season as well. So he gets a chance for 2 more right here.
How you mentioned he reminds you a little bit of Mark Bell.
Yes.
McNeil will shoot off to our right side, and that one's perfect. Mark was that tremendous junior college point guard out of Louisville who was on the 92 and 93 teams. Bell and Darnell Mee, quite a backcourt there.
It was. And Bell was a pass-first type point guard. He
Like
was
McNeil.
Very much like McNeil, but quality and capable of scoring when needed. And that's what Chris has done early on. He hit both those free throws.
McNeil has added 4 points. Tyrone Brazelton was a tremendous point guard his senior year, but he was more of a scoring point guard. McNeil more of a distributor than Tyrone was.
Yes. One's not better than the other. It's just the
different.
quality
Yep.
of a point guard.
Rayshon Simmons, top of the key, dribble hard to the hole, and there's going to be
Yes,
a foul
sir.
on Scott for an illegal pick on Docks. He went over and hipped Docks and knocked him down, and then Docks knocked Simmons down, but the foul was actually on Deron Scott, the post player.
That was a good call. Had he not seen the initial contact by Deron Scott, he would have called that foul on Docks, but he made the right call. It was
Here's
a
Snipes.
clipping penalty.
Here Snipes up the left sideline in front court. Nigel's not had a good shooting game for the first time this year. Well, I just lit him up. He just stepped up and he said, "Shut up, Randy Lee."
There's for you,
as he
Hawaii
drills in
boy.
a three for the left wing. And after that, Central Michigan takes a timeout as Snipes nails a three. And now the Hilltopper lead goes to 22. It's 58-36. And we have a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. 12:25 left to go in this one. WKU 58, Central Michigan 36, and this is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. 21 means 21. With great beer comes great responsibility. WKU leading Central Michigan 58-36. Chippewas have the ball. Simmons into the paint. Behind him for three by Stewart. It's long, and Ben Lawson has his 10th rebound. Here's Edmond spinning to the hole in the paint. Up off the window and in. Edmond is so tremendous in the paint with spin moves. And Edmond now has 14. And by the way, Lawson now has 11 rebounds. Stewart in the paint cut off. The Krzyzewski at the top of the key. Behind him to Simmons, spinning and throwing up a wild shot. It's off to the right, no good. It's retrieved and tipped by Snipes. And Nigel comes racing up the sideline right in front of us, gives it to Edmond. A no-look drop pass to Hunter, and his layup hit the bottom of the iron, but a foul.
Well, it was partially blocked, but that was a tremendous fast break and a great pass to finish it.
11:32 left, and we will have another break, and we'll take a timeout. 60-36, Hilltoppers leading by 24 over Central Michigan as Ben Lawson has pulled down 11 rebounds and blocked 3 shots. This is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. First free throw, deep knee bend, and second free throw, good. Hunter hits 1 of 2. And the Hilltoppers are leading Central Michigan 61-36. First point for Marlon Hunter today. Hunter had a 12-point game last night. Pass in low to Rayson. He's back in the right corner. Now to Simmons in the hand of Simons. Simons dribbles right to left. Cut off by Lawson helping out. Out top, three-pointer was missed by Meyer. It's pulled down by Snipes. And here comes the Atlanta senior up the left sideline in front of the WKU bench to Dox. He lobs it low to Lawson, makes a catch, goes up for the shot, it's blocked. He's got it again, and he's fouled. Reaching in is Redmond to foul Ben Lawson. And for the Chippewas, it's their 8th foul. The Hilltoppers only have 1, and I can't recall a foul discrepancy in favor of the Hilltoppers in a half like this the entire season.
Well, we talked about last night the discrepancy going the other way, where the Hilltoppers committed 20 fouls in the game, 17 by Drake, but the free throw disparity was pretty significant. 18 of 20 was Drake at the line. Toppers only 7 of 11. So we talked about them needing to clean up the defense, being able to play defense without fouling.
Ben hits his first. Ben missed his second. It's 62-36 WKU, and Chippewas have it, and race into the free throw line, left of the lane. Lawson helped defense, cut him off, right side to Simmons with a baseline drive in on Ben, missed the shot, put back up by Meyer and in. Luke Meyer has 7. He's a 6'11" sophomore center for Central Michigan, and the Hilltopper lead is now at 62-38 with 10.5 minutes to go. Chris Harrison Dox has it between the circles. He works it over in the left wing. Jump pass behind him to Nigel. Here's his picture-perfect jumper. It's off to the left. Hunter!
Oh, my goodness.
Marlon up with his hand above the rim, tipped it in, and Hunter's only 6'2".
Yeah, it's nice to see your guards playing above the rim. That time, Marlon Hunter on the weak side timed that perfectly and just guided it back through the rim.
It is 64-38. Rayson tricky dribbles to the top of the key to Simons on the right wing. Overhead pass coming to Simmons in between the circles against Dox's man-to-man defense. He'll go to his right. Now they switch and Snipes is on him. He'll get to the hole, runs into Nigel, up over Ben, missed a shot, go to his own shot, put it back up. It's around and out of the foul on Snipes.
Ben didn't block that shot, but he certainly altered the first one by Simmons. Got it higher off the glass than he intended to, but it did get over Ben's outstretched fingertips.
Marlon Hunter did everything in high school, including rebound. He averaged 10 rebounds as a senior, averaged 8 rebounds as a junior, and he's just 6'2". Here is Simmons to the free throw line, and that one bounds off to the left side. He scored only 3 points in the second half, 7 in the game. Central Michigan returns 94% of their points and 96% of their minutes played from a year ago, with one exception. Chris Fowler, their best player, is not playing in the tournament. He has a leg injury, and he was the preseason MAC Player of the Year. And he's missed 2 free throws, and it's rebounded by Edmond. And here comes Frederick Edmond up the left sideline in front court. Central Michigan in a man-to-man. They can't see back and play zone down by this many points.
No.
We're halfway through the second half. Dox has it out high. He's on the right wing and bounces baseline to Johnson. They double team Justin. Retreats for the dribble and goes on a pass to Dox on the right. Try to throw it inside, does to Waters. One powerful dribble up inside from 5 feet. Shot it long. Hunter missed the tip. Waters gets it again and goes out to Dox. Dox in the right corner to Hunter for a 15-footer. 2.
Boy, that's good stuff right there. Top's working the glass hard. They got a good interior shot. It didn't happen. Waters got the rebound, kicked it out. Got a nice baseline jumper from about 14 from Hunter.
66-38. Hilltoppers leading by 28 points. No one anticipated this today. Not that they wouldn't win, but to have a blowout like this, we haven't seen a game like this in the tournament. So many close games. Every game has been close with the exception of Pepperdine and Duquesne yesterday. There's a dribble drive and a shot in the paint. There's a foul on WKU. Simmons bound and determined every time down to dribble to the basket in half court, and he'll go to the free throw line where he just missed 2 free throws. Anton Waters has the Hilltopper foul. Simmons is 1 for 4, and now he's 1 for 5, and most of his shots have been short. So it's not a deep team. They don't play a lot of players, and they lost a late game lead yesterday. Simmons from the free throw line this year, 71% shooter. He averages, or I should say Simmons is a 73% shooter, and he misses a pair. He's missed 4 in a row. Here's a head-high dribble by Dox. Goes to the foul line. One hands it over on the left side to Edmond. He goes to the free throw line and hands it off in a weave to Hunter. Back to Dox on the left side. He launches a 3. Perfect.
Goodness.
9 for Dox.
That was about a 28-footer over Simon's outstretched hands. Just flushed it through.
It is now a 31-point lead. Simons in the right corner. Fires it up and misses. Wow. Edmond up, got a nosebleed. He was so high for that rebound.
Take a look at the bottom of my shoes.
Left side for Dox 3. Write it down. So you have the 2 players, Edmond and Dox, who competed against each other in high school one year. Edmond's team knocked out Dox in the playoffs. The next year, Dox team did the trick to Edmond, and now they're here together at WKU. Both Michigan kids playing in Central Michigan, and Central Michigan asked for a timeout.
Yeah, Keno Davis probably hopes he never sees WKU ever again, anywhere.
72-38. This will be a full timeout. Keno was the head coach at Drake when the Hilltoppers beat them in Tampa in the 2008 NCAA tournament. More to follow here from Florida, where it's 74 degrees. Lady Tops are in Anchorage today. It's 44 at the present time in Anchorage. This is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. From this facility, so we apologize for that. Russ keeping control back there as we were off for just a couple of minutes. You missed a couple of back-to-back threes from Dox. He hit one from the top, he hit one from the left, and with 8:08 to go, Central Michigan has asked for a timeout, and it's now 72-38 with the Hilltoppers in front by 24 points.
Do they not broadcast the hockey games in here? It's like it's a new concept.
I don't believe they do.
if they do, I bet you it's from up above somewhere. They wouldn't be at the ice. But nonetheless, it's been difficult from a broadcaster standpoint. Everybody's had trouble connecting to the internet and staying connected. We've been knocked off several times. But where the Hilltoppers are concerned, they're not having any trouble making connection with the strings tonight. They're shooting the ball well and have a commanding 72-38 lead with 8 minutes to go.
WKU basketball brought to you by KCTCS. Higher education begins here. And here come the Chippewas, and one pass and a three, and it's missed by Kaczynski, and Waters rebounds. Waters now to Chris Harrison Docks. He comes front court to the foul line. He's in the paint, and he'll dribble it over now on the left wing, give it up to Edmond. Edmond will break his man off the dribble into the paint, looking for Docks, goes in the corner. Docks faked the jump shot. Docks now back behind the three-point line. He's out front. Alex Rostov just checked in and shot a three, and it's on the rim and off. Waters went over the back. There was no foul, and Kaczynski rebounds for the Chippewas. First time we've seen Rostov today. Only played 1 minute yesterday. There's a three that was missed by Redmond. It's rebounded by Kaczynski. The free throw line to Rayson. Rayson back in the corner to Meyer. Now to Kaczynski. He rims a three in and out. Once again, another offensive rebound for Redmond. Long shots mean long rebounds. And the Chippewas have had their share of offensive rebounds, but they have not been able to convert. They have shot very poorly. Kaczynski's between the circles.
Shooting 26% from the field right now.
Stewart now over on the left side. Stewart in the corner. Back to Kaczynski, to Rayson out high. Over to Stewart on the right. Rayson between the circles against Edmond. 7 minutes to go here in this second half. He stops. He shoots a three over Edmond. It is long. Waters in traffic. Rebounded the ball, and it's knocked out of his hands by Meyer, and it'll be WKU basketball.
Pretty good scrum for that one between Meyer and Redmond. Waters was the sandwich filler in between, and CMU knocks the ball out of bounds. Tops now on the attack again.
Central Michigan is 6 for 31 shooting from three-point land. Hilltoppers have it. Edmond puts his head down and goes hard to the hole, and they knock him down, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. He went by Redmond as he's coming from the left of the key to the right side of the lane, and he was just frustrated that he got beat off the dribble and pushed him down. So at the free throw line, it'll be Frederick Edmond, who has scored 14.
The Toppers continue to show strength off the bench, outscoring the Chippewas 26-13 in bench points. We've seen that night in and night out, where the starters are one thing, but they're getting lots of contributions from guys off the bench, and that's a very, very encouraging sign.
Edmond hit the free throw in the overtime loss to Drake yesterday. The Hilltoppers had 5 players score 10 or more, and so far today they have 4 who have scored 10 or more. One big Edmond, and Edmond has 15 points. He hits his first free throw. He shoots his second one, and that is long. There's a lane violation. The Hilltoppers have now scored 9 in a row, and Edmond will get another look at it. Lane violation on Central Michigan.
Milos, I'm going to try this, Chabarkapa.
Chabarkapa.
Okay. I'm going to go with that.
Chabarkapa.
From Belgrade, Serbia. Just checks in. He's played 1 minute on the season so far. They've got him in now. He's a pretty good-sized young lad at 7 foot 245.
Edmond hits the free throw. The Hilltoppers scored 12 in a row at one point to win the first half. They've now scored 10 straight here in the second. Edmond has it in the corner to Stewart. Now back to Kaczynski. To Rayson in the middle. Over on the right to Redmond. Down in the corner to Stewart. Rostov's on him. Back to Rayson on the right wing. To Kaczynski in the middle. Back to Rayson on the right side. They're trying to get it inside to Chabarkapa. And Rayson throws a jump pass to Kaczynski on the left side and lets it fly. And it is no good. It is tracked down in the wing, though, by Stewart. Throws it back inside, and Central Michigan has it. And Rayson hooks a pass underhand, and there's a foul. Central Michigan now has 15 offensive rebounds. That's really the only area the Hilltoppers haven't performed at a high level today. Here is Braylon Rayson, who throws the ball in bounds. He's a 5'9" sophomore from Dallas, Texas. Kaczynski has the ball on the left baseline. There was an infamous Kaczynski at one point in time, wasn't there, Hal?
Ted?
Yeah. Here's Rayson to the free throw line, into the lane. He stops, he turns around and shoots a follow over Hunter. It's short, and Waters comes in. Anton grabs the rebound and quickly outlets to Docks on the right side. The Baltimore junior had a nice rebound there and kept the ball up high after his rebound to make the outlet pass. Docks is on the left wing. They're trying to throw it inside to Waters. They throw it over. I couldn't quite get it over Stewart. It was a lower pass than Docks needed to throw, and Stewart picked it off. And here's Stewart to the top of the key in front court for Central Michigan.
Only the Toppers' 6th turnover of the game.
Nathan Smith ready to come in for the Hilltoppers, the 7-foot, 240-pound senior or freshman out of England. Stewart has it on the right side for a three, and it's good.
Nathan has appeared in one game, played 3 minutes in that one. So if he stays the rest of the time, he'll play in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 minutes.
That's Austin Stewart's first three of the day. And Cosby's back in for the Hilltoppers. It goes baseline for a Hunter jumper. It's a line driver, no good. And Rayson has the ball and spins front court against Docks. He lost the ball, then bounced off of Rostov and right back to Rayson. Into the corner for a three by Kaczynski, and it's low on the rim. And Rostov had it knocked away, and it's up, it's good, and Rostov fouled Chabarkapa, and he'll shoot a free throw. So Rostov with a foul, and Milos Chabarkapa at the free throw line trying to complete a three-point play.
I'm going with Milos.
4:47 left to go in this one. The only blowout the tournament has had to this degree. And the free throw is on the rim and off, and a pushing foul on Stewart. He shoved Rostov in the back.
And he knew it. At the sound of the whistle, he dropped the ball and turned around and walked away. He knew he was guilty.
Alex will shoot free throws off to our right side.
Alex had a free throw attempt the previous game, I believe.
Yesterday, late in the first half. It was only free throw try of the year. He will shoot two. That was the 10th team foul on CMU. It's good. Rostov has lost his starting spot to Waters, and Lawson's played extremely well today and has not been in foul trouble, so Ben's played more minutes today than in any game this year. That one bounced in and out, so Rostov hits one of two, and the Hilltoppers are winning 75-43 as Redmond launches a right corner three, and it's no good. There's an over the back foul on Milos Charbakaba.
Yeah, and Smith will get to shoot his first two free throws as a Hilltopper.
So here comes Nathan Smith, who's played in 3 minutes this year. A couple of rebounds. He had a good block out there. We'll see what his free throw stroke looks like.
And I was watching him when that shot went up. He made a very conscientious effort to get his hindquarters on Milos and keep him away from the basket. And it was a great, very fundamentally sound block out.
Smith is ready to shoot. Here's his first one. Swish. And Nathan Smith has his first point of his WKU basketball career. We hope there are many more to follow over the years. Perfect. Good form.
I'll tell you what, you don't have to worry about Smith getting blown over in a heavy wind. He's got quite a foundation underneath him. I don't know what size those puppies are, but he's got some big old sneakers.
7 foot and 240, and now the Hilltoppers in a 2-3 zone for the very first time. Stewart had his head down and just barreled into the chest of Smith and drew contact and will shoot two free throws.
They called that on, I think they called it on Rostov.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute now. Let's see. Did they?
At the line is Stewart. First one good. WKU will play the Dukes of Duquesne tomorrow, and that game will start at 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern, a pregame show 30 minutes prior to that. WKU and Duquesne tomorrow. They have played 9 times. Here's a shot. It's short. Rostov rebounds. Duquesne leads the series 7-2. It's 77-44. Hunter's pass goes in deep and is kicked. WKU will get it back. They have not played since '97. They played the first game in 1940 in the NCAA tournament. They met in 1953 in the NIT tournament, postseason NIT. Kiefer Dalton in the game for WKU now, the guard out of Albany, Kentucky. His high school's all-time leading scorer. He's in the game. As Cosby goes to the free throw line, he's in the paint, throws up a wild shot. He missed it, but it's rebounded by Rostov, and Alex lays it in from the right side.
Good weak side rebound by Alex. One good power dribble to get him in range, got it on the square.
It is 79-46. WKU with the lead with 4 minutes to go. Stewart went up and down. He went to shoot a three, and out came Nathan Smith to block it, and then he came back down the ball and took off dribbling. Not allowable in this sport.
These guys are tired of watching these Englishmen come at them.
We have a break. Final media timeout of our second half. WKU running away and hiding from Central Michigan here this afternoon. They'll move their record to 3-2, and they'll play Duquesne tomorrow. 79-44 is the score, and this is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. Back from our Bluegrass Cellular Press Row spot here at center court of the Gulf Coast Showcase. Rostow just missed a shot at a paint, and Central Michigan's guard Rayson put up a three and missed it. And Rostow fighting for the ball, and it's batted out of bounds, and it goes off of Milos Charbokapa.
Smith got a hand on the ball there. I don't know if he'd be credited with a block or not, but he certainly changed the flight of the ball.
3 minutes, 16 seconds left. Western Kentucky University leading it by 35 over Central Michigan, 79-44. Kiefer Dalton and Dylan Sanford are in the backcourt together, and there's a pass that was thrown away by Sanford. He's a freshman guard out of Owensboro. He played on the state championship team last year.
You know, with Star Wars getting ready to come out here in the next week or so, I'm going with Chewbacca for number 11 there. It's close. He's a big man. I'm going with Chewbacca. Milos Chewbacca.
All right, it sounds good. Rayson has it now long range left side with a dribble in half court. On him is Sanford, dribbles it to his right to the hole, puts it up. It's good. He's fouled. It counts. Central Michigan basically is a team that gets it at half court, and they will dribble and go one-on-one and either break you down off a dribble or shoot a three-point shot. Other than that, that's really the majority of their offense.
Yeah, the Toppers have outscored them in the paint 34-16 today, so whatever they've been able to muster has been from the perimeter.
Rayson misses the free throw, and bringing his first Hilltopper rebound down is Kiefer Dalton. Here comes the freshman guard and throws it away on the right wing. Here comes a touchdown pass over Smith's head. Rayson caught it in stride, and he lays it in. It's 79-46. The Hilltopper lead at 33 with 2:35 to go. And here comes Dalton front court to Smith at the top of the key.
That's four freshmen out there, by the way.
Sanford down and low and a foul. Offensive foul in Rostow posting up. So Rostow, the only non-Hilltopper freshman on the court. We have 2:28 to go. And Gray will be in a happy mood and when we bring him over for our Medical Center postgame show here in a few minutes. The Medical Center is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network's hospital of choice, and Hunter bumps Rayson off the dribble, and the clock is stopped with 2:25 to go, and to the free throw line will go Braylon Rayson.
Now they could have gotten Chewbacca on an illegal screen because he turned his shoulder into Grayson and caused that foul.
Rayson 89% from the foul line. It rolls off to the right side, and Dalton has the WKU rebound. And Rayson is 1 for 4 today. He was 9 for 13 prior to the game. And Smith and Chewbacca are pushing each other underneath, and let's see who the foul's going to be against. It's going to be on CMU center. So Nathan Smith, who made 2 free throws earlier, is at the free throw line to shoot 2 more with 2:18 to go.
Look at the size difference with he and 6'10" Alex Rostow standing there. I mean, there's still a good bit ahead above Alex there.
For the first time in WKU history, they have 2 7-footers on the roster. And Smith rolls it over the rim and in. That's his 3rd point. And the Hilltoppers are now in front 80-48. He shoots and he makes.
How about that? Big man knocking down free throws. I like him already.
81-48, a 33-point lead against the team picked to win the MAC. Racing to the foul line, goes in the corner. There is a left-handed three by Hale, and he drills it. Hunter Hale. It's 81-51. He's out of Kalamazoo. He rarely plays. Here's Hunter out in between the rings. Marlin gives it up to Smith right at the key. The big 7'2" center over to Dalton on the right side of the guard. Down low to Rostow on the right block. Leans into his left, back to his right. Puts up the shot. It was batted away. And Stewart gets it to the free throw line. And Stewart flies front court. Coming down the lane. Ran right through. And they're going to call blocking foul on Sanford, who was probably too far under the bucket inside that ring. He ran right through him, but he was too far under. It'll be a basket by Stewart and a foul. And that makes it 81-53. The Hilltopper lead at 28. And here's Austin Stewart with the 2nd free throw. He's missed his only one of the game. And that one hit the back of the iron and deflated and rolled over and in.
It's one of those that hits at the exact time, hits the glass, and at the right angle hits the heel of the rim and just stuck there and then fell through.
Smith to the top of the key. 1:35 to go in the game. Dalton on the right wing to Hunter to the top. Hunter looking left to Sanford. Retreats with a dribble. Gives it to Rostow out front. Alex now over on the right side. Dalton a baseline drive behind the back dribble. Throws it deep now to Sanford. Sanford goes top of the key to Hunter. 5 on the shot clock, and he traveled. Made the shot after the travel with 1:19 to go.
Got a little bit of a hurry. Moved his feet before getting the ball on the floor.
Hilltopper basketball today brought to you by JBK Network Consulting. If For those out there who have a business and you want to expand, give them a call. They have all of your Cisco Superior products. They are IP everything. There's a 3 by Stewart out front. They've been partners in Hilltopper Country since 1992, and they work with companies all over the area and the United States. We have a minute to go. It's 81-57 as Stewart made the 3. Rostov top of the key. He'll shoot a 3. You bet. Rostov with a 3-point shot. That second one he's made this year. It's 84-57, 54 seconds ago. And our final minute we brought you by Minute Mart for everyone living life in the go. Hale will shoot another 3 from the left. He misses that one long. Hunter springs high for the rebound. Out the pass to Sanford. Sanford coming down on Hale. Puts up with the left-handed layup and scores. And now he's put up his first 2 Hilltopper points of his career. And with 38 seconds left, it's now 86-57 Hilltoppers. Redmond in the right corner. Back to Rayson on the right wing. Steps back and shoots a 3. It's long. Backside rebound pulled down by Kiefer Dalton. Touchdown pass to Sanford. Caught it and scored.
I like that.
How about that?
I like that a lot. Absolutely. That's Luxury Imports assist of the game right there. Never lose the business, even overpriced. That's Luxury Imports on that fast break.
88-57, 15 seconds are left. The Hilltoppers will go to 3-2, and they'll meet the Duquesne Dukes out of the Atlantic 10 tomorrow. Here's Rayson to Redmond for a 3 on the right. Swish. That's his second 3. It's now 88-60. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go, and this one is over. A very impressive performance for WKU here today after they had a 12-point lead get away from them yesterday and lost in overtime to Drake. Today's final score, 88-60 in favor of the Hilltoppers. And back with a very happy Medical Center postgame show. This is the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network.